I kind of think I'm in love with this movie, maybe, but I feel the need to see other movies. I've been waiting to see this one for a while. I heard about it a few years ago. It was one of those things where they were like, oh, there's this movie where liberals hunt conservatives, you know, kind of a most dangerous game thing. And they were like, so controversial, like, oh, and even the poster is all just like, you know, quotes about how controversial it is. So, you know, obviously movies like that are, get on my radar immediately. So, I didn't really understand the hubbub. It's from the people who made Lost. Well, Damon Lindelof, who made The Watchmen. You know, I don't think most people could watch The Watchmen and be like, oh, this is some sort of like super uptight conservative dude. Like, you know, it's far from Rush Limbaugh stuff. So when you hear it's a story like that, it sounds to me just like Surviving the Game with Ice-T and Rutger Hauer. I was like, didn't they already make this movie? Either way, this is more like heavily, it focuses on the political divide in our country, but it's super satire. It's all comedy from top to bottom, even down to like kind of a surprise reveal of someone's face at the end where you're like, shit. So, like, I think this movie got a reputation. Like, sometimes that happens in our culture where people hear something's bad and they just get all in a harumph, but they've never seen it or know anything about it. This is one of those movies. It's made by, I'm almost positive, didn't Blumhouse put out Get Out? I thought so. This is Blumhouse. So, you know, obviously the people who made Get Out aren't gonna, you might say like, well, this is equal time. But the satire itself has a bunch of equal time in it. Like, I think it makes fun of both sides evenly, which makes me laugh and is funny. The main character is really kind of compelling, but it you know, not to ruin the story, but we don't settle on that main character for a while, and that's part of the compelling thing about the story, part of the reason I love it. Like, it pulls the psycho switch like 18 times. I've never seen that in a movie before. It kind of blew my mind when it kept happening. Like, I don't know who the lead character, what the fuck is going on? And that really made the first act kind of Saving Private Ryan-ish, where I'm just like, whoa, too much, rewind, whoa. And that's the thing, to compare some schlocky Surviving the Game, well, Most Dangerous Game ripoff, to, you know, Saving Private Ryan, that's what I mean. It kind of, there was several things that happened where I'm like, I would compare it most to, like, Hostel, without giving away too much of the plot. You know, obviously if people are kidnapping people and doing stuff to them, Hostel comes to mind. But a lot of people didn't like Hostel. I thought it was hilarious, but people were like, dude, you thought a torture porn was hilarious? It's like, you gotta watch it through. It's, anyways, that's how this is. There's a whole bunch of awfulness and bloody grossness. Like, I wouldn't watch it with your kids or your grandma. Actually, your grandparents would probably love it. But from top to bottom, it's funny and humorous. It made me laugh more than most, like, BS comedies that are predictable and stupid. Like, this actually, you know, was funny, but subtly funny. And, I don't know, I would have to give it a strong B-. But this is one, I'm serious, it might become like a cable classic, like, for both sides. Like, I think hopefully it'll bridge the gap. A lot of hand movements in this episode. B+. B-? B-.